Hey, Justin Chamness here, Real Estate Wholesalers Club, and I call it the Daily Coaching Club. We're all about helping you get to the first deal, or maybe the next deal, whichever it is for you. I call it Shut Up Money, because you get to tell all your doubters, your haters, the naysayers. Nobody uses that word naysayer anymore, but I do. The naysayers, you get to tell them, hey, I found something that works, guys. I learned a skill, and it works. Shut up. Okay. Welcome to the Lease Option live stream. That's exactly what this is. That's what you're watching right now. This is a new weekly event hosted by me on Wednesday every week. And so I want you to put it in your calendar. Plan on being there, all right? And this is a live Q&A. So go ahead and feel free to hop up into the chat room if you want. There's plenty of room for you and your comments and for your questions. All right, so bring them, whatever that may be. Whatever that may be. We want to talk about taking over house payments. That's right. We want to talk about doing pretty house business, not ugly house stuff. You know what? There's a lot of people just really talking about the ugly house business, aren't they? Well, I want to talk about the pretty house business, and I want to talk about taking over house payments and creating money out of thin air. What if I said it like this? I want to take over mortgage payments. That's right. I want to take over mortgage payments. I think that's a good idea. But what if I just wanted to talk about this? IYQ. What does IYQ mean? Does anyone know what IYQ means? All right. Well, if you know what IYQ means, go ahead and put it in the chat. While you're there, please go ahead and hit the like and the subscribe button. And I appreciate it very much. It helps us with the algorithm, they say. It helps us get our message out there a bit. And what is our message? All right, this is our message. You are using as a bandit sign or a digital bandit sign, you will create inbound phone calls. I promise you that. You can put it on the back of your car. Put it on a Facebook ad in your local market, a digital bandit sign. People are scrolling through Facebook, and all of a sudden what they see is this. You will have people call you. I take over mortgage payments, call, text. It is so effective. You will have people calling you, asking you if you take over other kinds of payments as well. Absolutely true. Absolutely true. I take over house payments. You know what? Let me talk about this for just a minute. And there's a link down here scrolling across the bottom of the screen. If you want to come in here into the room and turn your video on, your camera and your microphone, and you want to come in and you want to participate with me for the next little bit, let's just come on in here. Let's just have fun. Let's just hang out and talk about pretty house business. Let's talk about taking over house payments, taking over mortgage payments. All right, let's just dive into your business too, your topics. If you've got some things that you've been working on, I'd love to talk about some of that as well. Actually, this whole program is designed really to be about you. All right, and so that's just your first clue to what this means. The IYQ. Okay. All right, the Lease Option live stream. Thanks for being here. And we do want to talk about right now, what I was going to talk about is if you're just now sitting on the fence, if you're just now sitting on the fence. Now, what I mean is maybe you've been sitting on the fence a while, but if you're just now thinking about how you've been sitting on the fence, okay, maybe that's how I should say it. This is your time. All right, this is definitely your time. Guys, this is the time that I was talking about. All right, I've been talking about for the last 2-3 years. This is the time to get involved in this business. Why is that? Because they need you, okay? Do you remember a couple years ago when everybody was saying the market is hard? Okay, everybody was like, oh, snap, this is a tough business. These sellers are so unmotivated. I can't even begin to fathom how many thousands of people I've cold called in order to find one motivated seller. Well, the fact of the matter is, those times have changed. Okay. And we are now in a new age, a new stage, a new age, a new era. I don't know what you want to call it, but I can tell you this is how it plays out in my life. Okay. And you judge for yourself. All right. I'll just let you decide. And I want to talk about that too. I'm not really selling anything. Okay. Now I know it sounds like I'm selling a bunch of stuff. Maybe I'm not really. I took a bunch of stuff down off the website for sale because I'm really just all about right now making money. Is that okay? Is that okay if Coach Justin just gets more about making money? And I want to coach the students that I have. And if I take on any more students, I want them to be the right ones. And that doesn't mean it's going to be expensive, because I've never been expensive. But my point is that I am tired of tire kicker students when the market is so dynamically awesome. Okay. This is the time I've been talking about. Maybe everybody else too, probably everybody else. I will give you an example how you play it out. I use REI Reply. Okay. I send out 50 for sale by owner on Zillow, from Zillow. Okay. Send out 50 text messages to for sale by owners. That's it. Simple. What does the message say? Says something like this. Hey, saw your property on Zillow, would be interested in talking to you about leasing the property 12 to 18 months, purchasing within that time frame, or word it in some way that's, we change the wording a lot, but that's the gist. Just a short little 160 character text. Okay. 50 of them out today, out the window today, to a for sale by owner. Do you know how many people respond? And this is normal lately. Yeah. Like 12 people responded right away. And then like 4 of those wanted to talk further about it. 2 called. 50 texts. Okay. So if you're not, here's the temptation, everybody. And by the way, the link to come in here and visit with me is right here. This is not the Zoom room. This is a new platform I'm trying out. And so you got to go to the shutupmoney.com/lol, LOL, lease option live stream. Okay. But my point here is if you've been sitting on the fence, you really, really, really need to stop sitting on the fence and get in the game. Okay. If you've been on the bench, get in the game. All right. And I say that in love. I say that in frustrated love. Okay. Because here's what I see happening across the board with a lot of people is they were in the game learning how to do this when it was really hard, like two years ago. And now that I can drop 50 texts and get 4 people want to talk plus 2 callbacks, now because the world is tightening the screws down on you, I don't have enough room to do this. Space, money, time, freedom, energy. So I'm going to draw back. Okay. How do you draw back when it's time to harvest? Okay. It's time to reap. All right. So don't draw back now. That's my best advice. My best advice is get a method, get a model, and copy it, and stop changing the model, stop changing the method, stop reinventing it, stop making it yours, stop until you've done it In other words, if you're in a system that gives you a script, please, wouldn't it make sense, since we are in the most incredible time in all of your life to get in this business? Wouldn't it make sense to follow the script like pretty much word for word? I'm just throwing that out there. All right, now, like DMX said, the preacher's telling the truth and it hurts. And and I'm just saying, before you go reinventing everything, just follow. I've got this down to a science. So I'm looking for serious students. That's why I pulled everything down off the website. Nothing up there to buy other than the course and my decals. Because I want the folks that I'm with right now and the very few that I want to bring in. And if you think that's you, go ahead and meet with me. But if you don't think that's you, fine. God bless you. I love you. I want to work with these people in such a way that they get what I'm saying. Okay? If you go listen to today, I put a video up of a live seller call. And this live seller call was, in my opinion, kind of like, my energy was low. I was kind of like not pushing the guy for the why he needs to sell or rent or what have you. Okay, so what happened? I followed the script. He said, yeah, I really want to consider doing this. Please send me the agreement and let's talk again after I get it. Perfect. Okay. How did it work out like that perfectly, even though my energy was low? Because I followed the script and we're in the right season, y'all. This is the right season. If you're sleeping on the season, then you're going to be the reason why you don't have any money when the world goes bust and you turn around and you look and you see the rest of us and we all went boom instead of bust. Okay. So I used to have a boss. His name is Gary B. I love Gary B. Here's the thing. He used to tell me, hey, Justin, don't go bust during the boom. And I've just taken that from Gary. I've stolen that and I've reworked it for my life. And I'm trying to hand that to you. And I'm begging you, please recognize the season we're in is created perfect for these creative strategies, and homeowners are open to them. So if you make just the subtlest change, like, for example, instead of just talking about cash offers, if you throw in there, hey, real quick before I go, if I were able to give you close to what it is that you're asking, would you consider doing something? Payments for a certain amount of months? Would you do an installment sale? Would you be creative? Would you be flexible with me? Could we do something maybe a little bit unconventional? Just start asking. This is it. This is the time. All right. If you asked 5 homeowners a day, what would they say? Well, I don't know. I'm just saying, hey, I put out 50 text messages and I got 4 people plus 2 callbacks that said, I want to talk. So what do I say to them? The first thing I say to them is, okay, great. Before I call you, just so everyone feels more comfortable, are you the owner? When is it available to be moved into? And how much money would you need monthly if we were to close within 12 to 18 months? Because I'm going for a lease option assignment strategy. So I'm going right for the jugular. And I'm pre-qualifying these things right there with one solid text message. One solid text message. When they respond negatively to this, I throw them away. When they respond positively to this, now I put them in my, I gotta wait, I gotta comp it, I gotta think about it, I gotta plan, I gotta strategize. No, I put them in the set appointment column. All right. I'm just saying, a lot of you out there got property deals sitting in the hopper. All right, because I check in on my students' REI replies and I'll look at them, and I'm telling you, you got deals sitting in your hopper right now, and you're not calling them. Right, you're not getting onto it. I'm sorry, I feel like I'm preaching and lecturing to everybody, but I swear, I feel like I just got to say some of this stuff. And I don't know why I'm just kind of going on it right now. So God bless you. Thank you for being here and listening, everybody. I see you out there. Put in the chat what you want to hear us talk about, and maybe even some questions or what you want. And we'll get onto your topics. But I for real check into my students' REI replies, and you know what I see? I see a bunch of deals in the hopper where the guy said yes. And that's about as far as it goes. We go to the waiting room with the thing. And once we're in the waiting room with it, what do? We leave it there to die. Okay. You are like a doctor, okay? And some of these people, especially, oh my God, over $1 million, they're bleeding to death, some of them. Please realize that if you want to be in this business, now is a good time. Okay. Do I have all the answers? No, I don't have all the answers. Can I tell you where to sell your deals immediately once you get one under contract? No, I cannot. Okay. Will I solve all your problems and make it where this is just like brainless operation? No, I cannot. But what I can do is I can promise to teach you the words that you will need to use that will get the seller saying yes. Okay. But you can't let them sit there in the hopper and wait to die. You can't let them wait to die. Okay. Thank you for your encouragement, everybody. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Well, you know what? After I pre-qualify them with that message, if they respond positively to my pre-qual message there, okay, I'm going to put them in the set appointment column. I'm going to talk to them. All right. And then when I talk to them, I'm going to say the words that I prescribe that you say. Okay. And I want to practice that with folks that are in my group. Okay. And like I said, I've kind of closed admission to the group for a while. So, you know, you can ask me if you want to get in and I'll probably let you in, but I'm not going to nobody can just go get it. Okay. Because, well, a couple things. One, it's the realest shit around, first of all, in my opinion. Second of all, because I will literally make phone calls with you at night, usually 4 nights a week, if you are motivated enough to create leads in the way that I just described, which requires using a machine that I will set up for you. I mean, it gets crazy. All right, well, nevertheless, my point is, this is the real deal. I've taken it off the menu. I want people to, if you want to be in it, just ask me. All right. But I want the people that I'm working with to dial in right now. Please hear the urgency in my voice for you. Because if you do not catch the wave, I do not know when the next one's coming around. Okay. I do not know. There will be a next one. It may be in 10 years. It may be in 15. It may be in 25. It may be 6 months after you die. I don't know. I'm just saying, I'm not getting any younger. I'm almost 50. I've been waiting on the stars to align like this for me for like a long time, baby. And I refuse to participate in this bullshit and draw back when it's time to push in. Oh, but you don't get it, Justin. You don't get it because you got plenty. And I'm over here struggling with this and that and the other thing. Yeah, push in. Tighten the belt in somewhere else. Push in. Now's the time. Okay, strike now. If you don't strike now, you're going to strike out. You want to go boom while the world goes bust. Okay, and you're tempted to go bust while the world goes bust, but you want to go boom. Okay, so you got to make up your mind that you're going to go boom during the bust. And I want to help you do that if you're in my group. So that's a message that I did not plan on saying. I did not plan on talking about that. But it's that simple, everybody. Really, if you want to know where the heavy lifting is, the heavy lifting is probably located in two places in this business right now. Can I just tell you from my heart what my experience is? Is that why you watch this channel? I don't know why you watch this channel, frankly. Sometimes I feel like I have no idea whatsoever. And so I try a lot of different things. Some of it is crazy, the way YouTube puts it out there. I don't know if you see it, you don't see it, you like it, you don't like it. I'm convinced a lot of times you don't even see it. So I don't really know. But I assume that you watch this channel because you get a sense from me that I'm just telling you what I feel and what I think and how this really works for me. Okay, if that is the case, then I love you. Thank you for you got me. You feel me. Okay? You totally feel me. And right now is the time. All right now is the time. I'm telling you in real time, the heavy lifting is when it's in two places. On the acquisition side, it's as easy as I described. Sent out 50 text messages that said a simple 160-word text message. Okay? It was all it was. Real simple. Send it out. They respond positively. I sent them another message. It was a pre-qualification message, which I just shared with you. They respond positively to that. Great. I put them in the set appointment column, and I asked them when's a good time you and I can speak about these topics over the phone or Zoom. Okay. Easy. After that, if you want, follow the script. Okay. You can get your contract out and use it as a script. Okay. However, I'll teach you the words. We'll role play. We'll practice on the wheel of calling. Okay. I don't know. The wheel of calling. Hey, I'll teach you to be a gold phone master. All right. Nevertheless, it won't take that long. And you'll be really good at this conversation where you are walking the homeowner through all of the topics that are important. Once you've done that, you're going to ask them for their email address and if they're serious about this enough to consider moving forward because you'd like to send them a written proposal. And if they say, yes, that's fine. My email address is blank, blank, blank at gmail.com. You say, great, let's confirm when I'm going to call you again. Right after you get this document, I want to call you 20 minutes later, and I want to let you know I'm not married to the paperwork. Okay? I'm not married to the paperwork, Mr. Homeowner. There might be some things in there that need to change. Probably some things in there I even wrote down wrong. So when we talk again, I want you to be able to share with me all the things that you're uncomfortable with in the agreement. And if I'm able to fix them where you are comfortable, at that time, what happens? Going for the signatures, baby. Okay? That actually is an easy conversation. Mapped out for you, easy. The heavy lifting. Okay, and I feel doubt in the atmosphere. All right, why would that be easy? Because the guy already started out with a yes. When you sent him the text message and you said, hey, would you lease it 12, 18 months while giving us time to line up better financing? Yeah. He said yes. So that's an actual easy conversation. Now, if you blow it, you turn him to a no. But yeah, usually it's an easy conversation. So here's the thing. The heavy lifting comes in that second phone call, usually for me. Okay. The second phone call is when you've sent the agreement and now you're following up. Okay. And if you're my student and you're in my club, I want you to know I will call with you. REI Reply has a 3-way call feature, and we will call those together, and I will do some of the heavy lifting for you with you on that second call. Okay. And the reason why I'm willing to do that is because I've got all those canned answers right up here ready to go, and you don't have them up there yet. Okay, so you know that's an area you're going to have to grow in. All right, but I've got them programmed up here ready to go. Like a gun, I can fire them off, right? Like a semi-automatic. It's ready to go. Okay. So I'll help you. However, the heavy lifting is in that conversation because that's when they have all the questions about the agreement, which don't get scared. It's easy. They have all the questions about how it works. They have all the questions about how you're going to get paid, about how whatever. Okay. This is when it all flushes out. And that's really what you want. You want it to flesh out right here because you're going to be able then, if you can successfully navigate these 4 or 5 topics, they will tell you at the end of this call, there's no reason left for me not to sign this. Okay? So there is some heavy lifting in that second follow-up phone call. That's right. That's how it plays out in my life. All right? If you're in my club, go to the Mastering the Phone course because I have a whole session on the second follow-up phone call. All right. And actually the breakdown of the entire phone call. And it really kind of helps you get through. You need a pattern to follow for that second follow-up phone call, and I'll give it to you. Okay. That's the facts. Okay. You need a pattern. Okay. All right. You don't have to be just one of these people who, wings it all the time. All right. Alex, I didn't know how long you've been waiting, man. Probably forever. I just get to going, and you probably fell asleep waiting on me, so I'll let you in the room there. But anyway, sorry if you've been waiting for a while. But it's good to see you. I'm glad it works. I was kind of wondering if it worked because, the whole link down here, nobody was using it yet. So thanks for showing me that it at least works, Alex. Okay. And we got a good group of people watching. This is nice. Thank you, everybody, for joining in. So there's heavy lifting in that second follow-up phone call, but there's also heavy lifting in the disposition side. Okay. Why is there heavy lifting in the disposition side? Because in the disposition side, what's going to happen is usually you're going to put together like a Facebook Marketplace ad. And it's going to look like everybody else's ad right now because that's how they got it all set up recently. Facebook changes their stuff so dang much, man. It's ridiculous. Thank God I'm not like a Facebook coach or something because there'd be no way to keep up. Like you'd have to revise your whole life every day. All right. So you're going to put an ad on Facebook Marketplace with your deal, and it's going to advertise it in the zip code of the property deal. Okay. And yeah, you know what? Let me just say this too, because somebody cracked the case. IYQ. Somebody put it in the chat. If you know what IYQ means. IYQ. That's the quiz of the night. IYQ. What does it mean? That's a good question. Put it in the chat if you know the answer. All right. That's right. And I'm actually going to go ahead and put the IYQ up here in the top right in whatever corner this is for you. All right. So IYQ. Do you have IYQ power? Do you? Do you? Do you have IYQ power? Do I? 13 people think I do. I feel very lucky. 13 people think I have IYQ power. Do you have IYQ power? I don't know. I think you do. I think you do. I think you have IYQ power. So, yeah. Let me know what you think that is. And so, anyway, the heavy lifting is when you put it on Facebook Marketplace, you're going to have a bunch of people that respond. And when they respond, it's going to be with the same phrase. Let's say you put your ad up on a Tuesday, you're going to have like 150 people within, probably the first 48 hours, if you're in a populated area. And they're all going to be like, is this available? Okay. Is this still available? Like 150 times. Wait a minute. On Facebook Messenger. So that's what's happening. And so when you're first brand new at this and you're trying to figure out how all this works and you think you got to respond to every single one of them, and then after a while you realize that most of them don't even reply back when you respond. Okay. And then I'll just say too that this whole turnaround time thing is usually about 30 days. Okay. 30 to 45 days ish. Okay. To get a contract, to get a tenant buyer, to sell the tenant buyer, to get them lined up to move in, to get all your money paid in, and yeah. I mean, but look at the money you can make. Okay, it's really good. Okay, I did a deal last year where I made 50. I don't want to say that because the IRS. Yeah, sound like Lil Wayne. All right. It wasn't 50K. I did a deal last year. It wasn't 50K. I don't have a gold phone for nothing. No. All right. Everybody's like, yeah, but you spray painted that phone because we saw that same phone last week and it was almond color. Yeah. That's exactly right. But dude, for real. And if you're wondering, hey, show us the money. I took that down off the website too, I think. But hey, if you want me to show you the money, I'll show you the money. Just schedule with me. Okay. Schedule with me and I'll show you the money. You know what gets me? Is that movie Wolf of Wall Street where the guy says, how much money did you make this month? And he says $67,000 or whatever. Yeah. All right. And the guy's response was as well, if that's true, if you can show me that, I will quit my job right now and do exactly what you say. Like I'll work for you on a commission only basis. Okay. All right. That's all I'm saying is we like to watch movies like that and we like to daydream about how shit like that would be if that was us and whatever. But then if you want to ask me about the money and then I show you the money and then you want to be like, hey, all right, never mind. All right. Love you guys a bunch. I don't have anything else really to talk about. Alex is here. Alex, do you have anything you want to share, dude? What's going on, man? Alex.
Yeah, I don't have nothing much to share right now. Like I was just dropping in to listen because I'm currently at work.
Dude, I really, really appreciate you. You're one of my dudes.
Yeah, I appreciate you too, Justin.
I like you a bunch. You got a real good gift set, man, and you know, I really, I really think we are so close. I really do, bro. I don't know how you feel about
Yeah,
it, but
me.
I really feel like, man, you are this close. Like you've got the skills, the raw talents, the raw materials. I think we just need to kind of put a little, kind of put it in there, man.
Yep.
And yep, and I 100% am your biggest fan. I 100% have faith in you. So I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that you're going to be just fine in this business. I think you gotta find the time, and I know you working and all that. You're at work right now. I know
Yep.
you're working right now, and it's the hardest thing in the world probably to have energy for this business because you're working so hard for somebody else. I get that. I get that, and I've been there
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, I have to
I've
flip
been
my
there too.
schedule around just so I can focus on the business. Like my schedule is no longer all over the place, so like I actually have time to work the business now. Just like the
Oh,
last
that's
month,
great.
April was just hectic. Like my schedule was very crazy. I was working like 14 hours like almost every day.
Wow. Can I tell everybody what you do? Do you mind?
I didn't hear you.
I said, do you mind if I tell everybody what you do? They can probably hear what you do already, though.
Oh no, I don't mind.
Alex is a truck driver. So when he says he's been working 14-hour days, that's like the DOT, the Division of Transportation maximum allowable hours. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, man, what's your setup now? You said you got a good setup now. You've kind of switched around. What's that looking like?
Well, now like I just work in the yard. I work from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. So by the time I get home, I'll sleep probably until let's say 1, wake up, start running the software, make calls for about 2 hours.
Yeah.
So
Great. Great. That's a good plan, man. I like that
yeah.
plan. Yeah. And you got a place to do it at your house? Your place? You got like a separate room, or what's it looking like over there?
Oh yeah, I have a place. Like we have a home office.
Great. Great. I love having a home office. I think
Yeah.
it's important if you're going to be doing business from home to have a quiet place to do business from home.
Yeah, I agree.
And something with some good internet and a place that you enjoy being at. I know we don't talk about that much, but doesn't that gotta be true? Like
Yeah, that's true.
your office has got to be cool enough that you want to be there.
Yes, I agree with that.
Yeah. I mean, like, I for real like have a really colorful poppin' office here, and then like I got a big screen TV over here. I got 3 monitors here. I got my game controllers down here. Okay. Like I'm ready for whatever, but I
Oh, so you
also
can even
realize that
take a break and play the game.
without getting up out of my chair. Yeah. How
Yeah,
lazy
that's
is
cool.
that?
That
Woo.
is pretty cool.
Hey, I got wheels. I can just roll around, and I'm married. I can be like, hey, baby, bring me something to drink. No. That doesn't work all the time, really, but occasionally that may work. So yeah, you got to have an office you like, man. Something you enjoy, something you want to be there, and then I think like you said, it's a couple hours, but it's not like a couple hours of hard labor. Like I feel like you just said right there, I'll make a few calls. I'll be like, you know what? I'm gonna try to play the rest of that one quest on. I've been playing through the Uncharted games,
Yep.
and so like I've played every Uncharted game that there is, all the
You
way
know, with
through.
with the way you teach things, it's not like you're going to be on the phone longer than 5 minutes if it's a bad lead.
Yeah, exactly. And and maybe I just got off the phone with a couple bad leads, and I felt like I had to drag myself through the broken glass of life, and I'm all cut up after this. It's like these were horrible phone calls. Okay, cool. Then I'm gonna play some Xbox for a few minutes and have a few sips of green tea because I really like green tea. I drink green tea all day. If you ever wonder what's in my solo cup, it's not liquor. It's just straight green tea with ice. Yeah. So yeah, it's not any of that good stuff. It's just green tea. But yeah, I'll get a drink. I'll sometimes I go outside and I've got a trampoline. I'll jump on a trampoline for a couple minutes, come back in. Sometimes that makes some okay. I know that sounds like a big distraction. You're like, well, hey, that's the thing is I go off and do something and then I never come back. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's true. But I'm good at coming back. Okay. But here's the thing I recognize that I'm going to the trampoline to take a quick 3-minute break because that gets my blood pumping. And then I come back to the desk and I get back on the phone. Okay. And I think in that sense, it's awesome because when was the last time you did a little exercise before you sat down to make a call? Because can you truly let me ask you, if you want to be great at the phone call, don't you need to be at a peak state when
Oh,
you're on a phone call?
absolutely.
Right. So, in order to be in a peak state, wouldn't it be helpful? And I just put two and two together here one day. Wouldn't it be helpful for me if I want to be in a peak state to do a little bit of exercise, get my heart rate up just a little, get that blood pumping just a little? Wouldn't that help me be in a peak state when I sat down to make calls? My blood's actually pumping to my brain. Yeah. So I will take a break and go exercise for 3-4 minutes. Come back. I might do a row machine. I might do the trampoline. I might do a treadmill for 3 minutes. But I'm talking just 3 minutes. I'm not doing a whole workout for crying out loud and coming back. I'm just taking a quick break. I'm playing a quick mission on Xbox. I'm checking something on TV. Got a big screen over here. I got my cheat sheets on this monitor. Okay. I've got usually I've got Zoom on this monitor. And then I've got my phone, okay? And I've got REI Reply open on this monitor. Okay? So I'm across the board covered. Like I'm good to go here, you know what I mean? Like I've got access to everything. And we've been talking a little bit in the club about maybe it's time to upgrade your computer. Okay, maybe a little bit. If you're playing around with an old e-machine or something from like the 1990s, it might be a good idea to get a new computer nowadays and get more than one monitor, because isn't it nice to have your objections cheat sheet pulled up on one monitor with REI Reply, the lead pulled up on another monitor? Maybe the third monitor for you would be the Zillow listing. And so all three are right there in front of you, and you're master and commander of the information while you're on the phone. You've got the cheat sheet for the words that you need. You've got the REI reply for what the seller has said. And you've got over here the Zillow listing for what the information on the property is. I think you're ready to go. Okay, I think you're ready to go. A little bit of confidence, and now you're off to the races. Off to the races with a little confidence. That's the problem we have today. That is the problem we have. It's a confidence problem. I believe most people And I'm going to say this again, like I say it every now and then, but it's very important. And I hope that this sticks in your soul. When I say it like that, is that creepy? I hope this sticks in your soul and you never forget it. But here's the thing, no matter what, more leads, easy. If you blew up this lead, if you destroyed this lead, if you made this lead so mad at you that they hung up on you, which probably isn't going to happen, they're already saying yes when you get to the phone with them. So if you're already talking to them and you somehow break the conversation in such a way that they bail, there's always more leads to follow right behind those. Facts. All right. And here's the other fact, they can't eat you. They can't eat you. All right. It's illegal for them to eat you. So if you did really bad and they came to your house and they smothered you to death and then they cooked you up on a fire, they would all go to prison. Okay. I'm sorry, everybody, but you know what? What are you afraid of? For crying out loud. That's what I said. You know, when people get on my coaching calls and they say things like, okay, well, what happens if the seller says this? Okay, I'm like, okay, let's play that game. Let's play that game. You want to play that game? The what happens game. What happens if the lead gets mad at me? I don't know. What happens? And I want you to tell me. Okay, well, this happens. Usually you'll decide what you think would happen. Okay, well, what happens after that? Okay, what happens after that? What happens after that? Eventually you realize that this is nothing. This is nothing. You're letting this, if you could look at this fear, if you could see what this fear looks like, it would probably be like this, like real tiny, like Bob Ross, like bobblehead doll here. This is the size of that in reality. Because it can't eat you. It can't even bite you. All it can do is make a little noise. Okay? But we're letting something like this rob us of an opportunity when the market is so crazy good in our favor? I don't know. You know, I mean, I promise you right now, and I wanted to do this tonight, but I can't because YouTube will nab me. And I say nab me because what they'll do is they'll get me for what's called a policy violation for bullying and harassment. If I reveal like other people's information, like on Zillow or some other things like that, I've been having videos taken down by YouTube because it has other people's like from the internet. Okay, and I'm not telling people to do anything with any of this information. I'm a real estate coach, for crying out loud. So I'm a real estate investor. So I'm talking about real estate. And it happens to have an address and it happens to have a phone number and it happens to have, okay, I was showing you my REI reply. A lot of those videos get taken down. But what I wanted to do and what I would love to do, and maybe I should do, and I should just do it off of YouTube and I should just invite everybody. But I want to take 45 minutes tops. Tops. I want to take 45 minutes in front of you. Run. I want to already have the scrape. I'm going to have the scrape ready because that takes 24 hours to get a scrape. So I'll have the scrape ready. And I will definitely upload it in front of you to the REI reply. I will set it up in a campaign in front of you in REI reply. I will send out the campaign in front of you in REI reply. I will get responses back from homeowners that are in the positive. I will show you how the machine sorted out all of the FUs, the hell no's, and the negatives. I even taught it to get rid of the solds and the pendings, okay? So it'll create a nice short list of yeses for you. I'm going to show you how it does that. And then I'm going to call them after I text them. I'm going to pre-qualify them. I'm going to set up an appointment and I'm going to call them and I'm going to use the words that I'm going to show you. And then they're going to say yes. And I'm going to send the agreement. And then I'm going to confirm a follow-up appointment. Now, whether I can close them in the follow-up appointment remains to be seen. I can do everything I described 100% confident in 45 minutes or less. Now, I don't know, there's nobody challenging me to do it. There's nobody saying, hey, if you can do it, you win a Mercedes. Okay. But I'm telling you, I can do it. We can get online. We can do it together. I'll do it right in front of you. Get the lead, put it into REI reply, blast it out, get the response, pre-qual them, set an appointment, call them, use the words, get the contract commitment, and send the contract out all less than 45 minutes. Guaranteed. No shit. No shit. All right. All right. So if you want to wait to get in the game, though, I get it. Okay. Maybe you should. Maybe you should just wait. Maybe you shouldn't get leads. Maybe you shouldn't consider the time that we live in as the greatest time in possible history for your life. Maybe we shouldn't consider it that. Maybe we should consider it this is the worst time. Maybe we should look at the quantitative easing, and maybe we should look at the interest rates, and maybe we should look at how the Federal Reserve is sucking money out of the market, right? Maybe we should look at that. Maybe we should be like, oh, hard times are coming. We should get ready. Or maybe we should wake the up and just step out there. Put your toe in the water. Use the words. I'm telling you, I could do it in 45 minutes. All right, 45 minutes. That's not a lot of time. All right. Now, like I said, the heavy lifting is going to come in that second meeting, so I may or may not close them still. But if you can do what I just described every day, some of that shit's going to work out. Yes, it's going to work out. It's going to work out just fine. Some of them's going to be bad. Some of it's not going to work. Some of them ain't going to sign. Some of them's going to sign. Some of them's going to sell. Some of them ain't going to sell. If real estate's real estate. Hey, you know what? There's 1,000 things in the world that could go wrong with a real estate transaction. And I'm just letting you know if you don't know. All right. From beginning to end, there's only 1,000 things that can go wrong with any real estate transaction, and you only control about 5% of that, probably. All right. So you don't just get one deal and be like, okay, I won. No, because they come so easy now. Get 5 in the pipe. And then when you got 5 in the pipe, now you know you're going to cash out some of these deals. Okay? Because you're not putting all your eggs in one basket. All right. But I'm telling you, to get the deals ain't going to take all the time that it was taking 2 years ago. Things have changed. You know what? People have changed. The sad part is, I'm sorry to tell you, the sad part is that you've changed. And the sad part is that I've changed. Have they changed us? Have we let them? Who are we talking about? I don't even fucking know. I don't even know. But are you different? And is it different better? Or is it different bitter? All right. I don't know why I'm on a soapbox tonight. Holy praise the Lord. Because I just am. Are you different better or different bitter? Because I swear right now, It's not the time to be bitter. It's the time to be better. And if you're better, it will get better. Okay? Do the opposite of what they want you to do and get better. Work harder. Push. Right? Be stronger. That's your only option. And happy birthday, Brian Ayers from high school. I love you, dude. Thanks for being here. All right. Everybody, please like and subscribe. Ring the bell. Thank you. I love you. You matter. You're not alone in this business. Don't ever forget that. All right. Your past is gone. Your future's bright. You know what? IYQ. IYQ. IYQ very much. I like you very much. I like you. I like you. I like you very, very much. Do you get it now? Do you get it now? All right. I like you. I like you, Brian Ayers, and I like you, everyone else, too. I appreciate you very much. And I guess if there's any comments, please put them in the chat and go ahead and put them there now if you want, and I'll remember them for next week as well. We've been going about an hour. I'm going to cut it off because I'm preachy tonight, and I just, I might need to get some sleep because maybe that's what it is. Okay, maybe I need something else. Maybe I'm just going to go eat a fried pork chop is what it is. I'm going to go eat a fried pork chop and a baked potato and a salad and some more green tea. And then you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get back to working on my real estate career. Why? Why? Is it because I'm a workaholic? Maybe. Is it because I am just a different kind of person? Maybe. Is it because I see the opportunity and oh my God, I refuse to participate in taking a step back and drawing back? Yeah, that's it. That's it. It's because I love what I do, because what I do gives me freedom. Okay. It allows me. All right. All right, man. Mr. Thinker was feeling that deep in the plums. Mr. Thinker, I haven't seen you in a minute, dude, and I think about you every now and then, man. I haven't been live in a minute, and it's good to see you, Mr. Thinker. I'm glad you're still around, man. Thanks for watching me. Thanks everybody. Brian, thank you, Carl. Thank you, Jason. Thank you, Kendrick. Thank you, everyone that tuned in and commented. J. Todd, Herbst, Rick Gentry. Golly, my people. I love you guys. Do you know I would do? This sounds stupid. And it sounds juvenile. I would do just about whatever I could for you if I felt like it was good for you. I'll do what I think is good for you. It may not be what you want, but I'll do what I feel like is good for you. And in that sense, I feel like I'm a good friend. Okay. And I feel like you guys are too. And I love you. All right. Thanks for watching me. I'll see you guys next week. Okay. All right. I want you to remember next week, up to 10 guests can join in. And I want you guys to join in. I know this is a brand new thing we're doing every week. So get used to it. Put it on your calendar. Come hang out with me for an hour. I won't preach to you all the time. What I want to do is I want to do live seller calls. I want to play recorded calls and go over them, analyze them. I want to have you come on here and talk about your business and what's going on in your world. I want to talk about advanced techniques because, God, man, I have so many things I want to share. And I feel like I need a way to do that. And I think this is what I want to do. I want to share some advanced things, all while not giving it away because I know my students deserve to have like the real super deep insider secrets and demonstrations. And there's only so much I can do on Wednesday nights here anyways. but I want to do some advanced technique stuff, and I also want to um, I want to have some guests on. So maybe if you've got ideas for guests, go ahead and put them in the chat, and we'll do some guest stuff. We'll like look at some guest. Like in other words, if you like, I would love to have, like, for example, wouldn't it be cool if we had maybe Pace or somebody on? Wouldn't that be fun? Okay, I don't know, just for fun. Hey, by the way, did y'all buy his new book? Okay. Where I don't see Brian. Uh, hey man, appreciate you, dude. Appreciate you, man. Yeah. Happy birthday, bro. Happy birthday. Well, what was I saying, man? I don't remember, but nevertheless, yeah, we want to have some guests. What? Oh, did you buy Pace Morby's book? Did you? What is it called? Wealth without cash, cash, wealth without money. Well, wealth without money, wealth without cash. I think is what it is. Wealth without cash. I bought it. I pre-ordered it. Hey, thanks, Brian. We'll see you later, man. Um, yeah, I pre-ordered it. It's supposed to be here Thursday, which is tomorrow. So I'm really excited about reading that. You gotta love some of these other guys too. Zach Ginn. I don't know when he's gonna write a book, but he should. Um, but anyway, I appreciate you guys watching me. I had more people tune in than I would have guessed, and since it's been a while since I've been active here on the live stream. Okay, so I'm gonna sign off, and I'm gonna go eat a pork chop and a salad with some a baked potato. And I don't know, that's probably not like really on my diet. I'm trying to slim down a little. I'm doing okay. But I'm not. I'm gonna go ahead and eat that baked potato tonight. I'm gonna just load it with that butter and sour cream, like it's gonna be drowning in that stuff, and then I'm gonna put a little salt and pepper on it, and then the pork chops are fried in olive oil a little bit, like just it's gonna be delish. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna go get back into my real estate study game. Okay, my study game. You know why? Because there's shit that I don't know that's costing me money. And there's stuff that I don't know that I don't know. And that's the shit that really scares me. All right. I love you. And I'll see you later. Okay. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.